Hi, I'm Till Kahrs. How are you? I'm a singer-songwriter. I've been doing this for over 30 years, a long time. I've written a lot of music for other people, a lot of songs for other artists. I was a signed recording artist myself. But right now I'm involved with a group, a great group called Blue Moon, where I'm the lead singer, and I write all the lyrics for this particular group. And we have a new release called Soldiers Come Home. Being a member of the great songwriting community of Los Angeles and Nashville, having done this for so many years, I get asked a lot, where'd you come up with the inspiration for that song? Or how did you put that whole thing together? I'm going to take you behind the scenes for a minute and share with you a little bit how we put together this particular song, because it's a very special song. This is the first MP3 that you're going to hear that I heard sitting right here, because I actually wrote this song right here in my home. And this is what I heard. I got this almost a year ago, and I was struck by the beauty of this Irish hymn, and I thought, this is a very, very serious, kind of tragic, almost sad, melancholy kind of a tune. And for just a moment, I just got an idea, and I thought, maybe this could be about the tragedy of war. People fight, and there have been so many wars. It's absolutely not a political song, but I started thinking in terms of the tragedy of war, how nothing ever gets resolved. And I started thinking about some lyrics, and some of the lyrics that I came up with. I was also given the melody vocal line here in the second MP3 that was sent to me, and this is the first thing that I came up with right here. Fighting a war in a different land. That seemed to work pretty well, sound pretty good. And again, because it's such a common thing about the tragedy of war that transcends all religions, ideologies, and all political statements. I think something we can all as a people relate to. And then came the chorus, and this beautiful, beautiful Irish hymn. And the chorus, and it hit me like a ton of bricks right here. When will all of the soldiers come home? You can hear it almost sounds, all the guitars, sounds like soldiers marching. So now I've got a hook, and I need to build the verses leading up to the chorus. So I did a rough demo here. This is very rough, mind you, but this is how it's done. So here, just right here, recorded a very rough demo to make sure that we're on the right track, because I was to go to Europe to actually record this song in a studio professionally. So we wanted to make sure everything was together, and turns out it sounded really good. In a different land. By the way, the music video for this beautiful song is directed by Michael Menze and is out on YouTube. You need to watch the video. It's beautifully done by Michael Menze. We don't know. And it looks like everything's coming together. So you have the verses that lead up to the chorus, and here comes that great chorus. When will all of the soldiers come home? It looks like, wow, this is it. We've got it. So I went to the studio in Europe to record this. In Germany, Horst Lemke, Marabou Records. Horst, by the way, wrote all the great, great music. And this is the first rough mix where I laid down the vocal tracks in Germany, and we put a little violin in there, started putting some more guitars in, beefing up the sound a little bit on the vocals. Sounded pretty good. So now we're starting to feel pretty good about things. Ultimately, of course, that will lead to the final version, and again, you definitely need to see the video on YouTube for Soldiers Come Home. It's just so well done. We don't know. But the chorus here still doesn't really have any background vocals. So then the final version is released. Soldiers Come Home, and here it is. Now, we've added some steel guitars, sweetened the mix. Again, the producer, Horst Lemke, who's also an excellent musician, just did a wonderful job crafting this. Check out the violin there, and a little steel guitar here and there. More guitars. We have background vocals on the chorus. Feel how full the mix is, how sweet the mix is. And that's the final version. Very reflective song. The lyrics and the text really match the music of this beautiful Irish hymn sound. And the mood of the vocals, I think, matches as well, fortunately. And here, when you listen to the chorus, feel the power and the extra background vocals. See how that's beefed up now? And that's the final release. So really so proud of what we did here. Again, one more time. This beautiful song right here, Soldiers Come Home. Now, I'm going to take you behind the scenes in the studio, which is awesome. And the cameras were rolling right here. And I had just laid down the vocal tracks. There's me. There's Horst on the other side listening to what I've done. And you can hear in the background, I had just laid down the vocal tracks. Check out all those guitars in his studio. And I just sang right here in the vocal box. And there is Horst listening to the music. Looks like we might have a winner. Looks like we might have something. I just happened to record this by accident. And this happens to be our first release, so it's rather serendipitous. And there's the lyric sheet for Soldiers Come Home, which I just finished recording. So that's a little bit behind the scenes look. I hope that helps. And that's how it's done, my friends. Soldiers Come Home, Blue Moon. One last thing, as a songwriter, you need to be inspired. You need to have a beautiful view. And this helps a lot.